Oh, hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Steph, and as promised, I am going to do a couple of flip throughs for you guys of the Funschooling or Thinking Tree journals that we do here in our homeschool. I'm also going to do a couple of flip throughs of the Funschooling journals that I am thinking about entering into our homeschool, not this year, but maybe for second grade, or once he finishes one journal, just have him go ahead and move on to the next journal. So the ones that I'm going to do the flip through for, and I'm going to do the Thinking Tree Classical Poetry Collection, which you guys have heard me talk about before with Remington. And with that, we do the Folktales, Fairy Tales, and more. So I'm going to do a little flip through of this one for you as well. Personal journal for beginners. This is the one that he works in pretty much daily. And then, let's see. The other one that, okay, so there's two. One that I am thinking about introducing because he is showing an interest in photography. Maybe for when we're doing our nature study. I haven't quite decided yet, but he does have a camera, and so we're going to put that camera to use. This one is the Thinking Tree Cameraquest 31-Day Photography Challenge. Now, this is probably, a little bit for older kids, but I can kind of modify it to fit his needs. So we'll do a flip through of this one too. And then the other one, I am going to do a flip through the Comic Book Math Funschooling Journal. This is one that we have not introduced to our homeschool yet. This is one that I'm kind of thinking about for maybe over the summer. And then we also have Funschooling Math for Minecrafters, Math Skills to Master. Pretty cool book right here. Get this rolling. We'll start off with the poetry book and the Fables and Fairy Tales book. Okay, so these are the journals that we use in our homeschool. The first one is Secret Quest, a book of ideas. And this is the Thinking Tree, 180-day personal journal for beginners. And this is the journal that we use for dictation of stories. This is also the journal that he works on when I am working on Mom's first year of homeschooling journal. There's the easy way and the right way. Which way will you choose? And through this is basically just the blank pages and color time or Lego time, or he can just kind of doodle if he's listening to me read aloud. Again, inspiration, pictures, and this is really very nice, especially when he is going to dictate a story. He can go grab this book, or I can pull it out and we just start writing. But yeah, so that's kind of what the Secret Quest of Ideas looks like. The next one we use in our homeschool is Classical Poetry Collection, because my grandson is really into poetry right now. He loves writing poems. And this is also for a level A curriculum. And then it tells how to use the book. What I like about this is it does have 60 symbol spelling words, and then it has a word hunt. So whenever he sees a word in a poem, then he will color the word. Kind of like that right there, the poem of the little bird. And here is a place where they can color and trace. Again, spelling words, color, trace, poems. And there are these poems throughout. There's the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Spelling again. Kind of a little game. How many bugs? So again, this is a very nice journal, and we use this journal with Folktales and Fairy Tales, and these are the pockets full of projects here that we use. And let's see, the poems or the fairy tales are actually built into the book. It does tell you how to make the pockets. Gives you a list of the materials. And here's Jack and the Beanstalk, for example. And then the things that you would cut out. A guide for parent, caregiver, instructor. And then the story. And then questions, the materials you need. And it does in the front of the book, if you're not familiar with literature pockets, it does show you. So this is a pretty neat little addition to our homeschool. Kind of gives us something to do together as well. And it gives us a chance to go over folk tales and fairy tales along with our classical poetry collection. So these are the main two that we use in our homeschool. We also have a comic book math Funschooling journal. And we haven't utilized this much this year, but I could see where we probably would utilize it next year or even over the summer as an activity. But it is a journal, and here, you know, write a short story about the picture. And then it goes over first, second, I think it goes all the way to seventh. But here again, some little math problems in between the journal, writing. So make your own comic. What happens next? And then there you would place the missing number, math problems. So this is a nice little journal too, especially if you're adding a little bit more math, or you're using these for a curriculum. Very nice. So that is the Comic Book Math Funschooling Journal. Now this one we have the Cameraquest 31-Day Photography Challenge. My grandson is just now getting into photography, where he has a camera and video camera. And this I picked up, and it might be just a little advanced for him, but I think I can modify it. And I picked this out more as a project. So they give 31 photos to take. Because I'm not sure about the copyright, I'm not going to show all of it. But here's kind of what, day 13, take the photo of the sunset, print the photo, and describe. So if I were using this for Remington now, he would actually probably dictate this to me. But he would be able to take the photo, print out the photo. He would be able to do those sorts of things. But this is kind of a neat little journal, especially if you have you have a child, grandchild, niece, nephew that is into photography. And again, that's Cameraquest 31-Day Photography Challenge from the Thinking Tree Funschooling. And then, of course, we have the Funschooling Math Minecrafters. Now, this does go from addition, subtraction, multiplication, fractions, story problems, numbers, games, building challenges, cube crafts, and mazes. This is where we get our ideas for farming. So his challenge would be build a basketball court in Minecraft using the materials here and the number of materials that are laid out there. So this is pretty cool for him. And then there's a dot to dot here. And some of these I'm just making copies, not using the entire journal just yet. And then here would be another build challenge that we would do. And he really enjoys the build challenges. That's the garden that we did actually. So this book here, it does have the advanced math, but there are some things that could definitely be utilized. And that is the Funschooling Math for Minecrafters. Math skills to master. And then we also have the colorful Funschooling curriculum, Homeschooling with Minecraft. And I got this with the intention of
going full on like Charlotte Mason classical education, but then I got very scared. But I hung on to these because as I start getting more familiar with homeschool, I am liking the idea of using a few of these journals. Like this is go to the library and choose 8 books to use as school books. And then we'll just take kind of a little peek here. Create your own comic here. What can you build with Legos? And we do a few of these activities because he likes this book. So we do a few of these activities. Animals of the World. I have made a copy of this and had him draw a male and draw a female. And I make copies because I don't know, if we are going to fully use this curriculum or not. And if we don't, I'm sure somebody else could. And I have laminated a page like this. Choose a letter and find 10 words that include this letter. And typically we go on a scavenger hunt around the house and he finds those words. And then draw an animal. A design challenge. So these are actually fun activities. And if I was brave enough, if I was confident enough, this would be a really nice curriculum and to build with the journals around it. And we have chickens here on our farm, so he knows about that. And then, reading time, copy work. Again, Animals of the World. Another comic. And this would go along with one of the nature books that they have too. And then listening time for music, history, literature. Listen to a story of the world or audiobook of classical music. And we have done this actually, so. But there is the Funschooling curriculum, homeschooling with Minecraft. And these are the journals that I have included for today's flip through. I hope you have enjoyed the flip through. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. We would love for you to subscribe and go on this journey with us. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please leave them at the bottom and we will get back to you. If you do like this video, let us know because I do have a few more Funschooling journals that I can show you. But until we meet again, be good to each other. Bye-bye.